Yes, guys, we are here again on this episode of the Conversations of the Righteous. And today on this episode, trust me, no one saw this coming. But you know, when the Spirit of God gives you an instruction, no instruction from the Holy Ghost is little. It does not matter who is coming from. As long as it's an instruction from God, forget it, just move. And today on this episode, I have the amazing, the prolific, the many things. He's a gab. He has insights into a lot of things, into life issues, into technicality, into books, into science. This dude is amazing. And and that is God's given. And so this is Toju Edem, and most people refer to him as Choice.
Formerly known as Choice.
But this is Toju Edem. Yeah, Toju. Conversations of the Righteous.
Thanks for having me.
You are welcome, bro. You are welcome, bro. And today's talk, I just want us to discuss about, because I know from what I'm about to tell you now, you are going to take it in. And like I told you, this show is non-edited. We don't edit it. Like, we give it to you raw, 20 minutes raw. Do you understand? So this is what I want to ask you. I want to know what do you think Kanye West, Justin Bieber, all these guys, many of them, just to mention these two, that have for so long been chasing, according to Kanye West, like he's been chasing a graven image. The devil had him chasing a golden graven image. Now, put it like this: for so long, these people have led a lot of people astray. And now they have received Christ into their heart. Because I'm not skeptical about it, but I'm just being careful, because this is social media. Anything can happen. People want to use anything to become one thing. Do you understand? But I am happy that this guy have finally met with his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is my point. Why I noticed that a lot of people celebrating, oh, Kanye West, I noticed something, that a lot of Christians that have known Jesus, that have been in fellowship with Jesus Christ for a very long time. In fact, some of them gave their heart to Christ when they were tender, their teenage years. Now, and they've not led anybody astray. They've been following God. But here's my question. These guys singing Kanye West's praise now because he just gave his life to Christ, and not because he just gave his life to Christ, and because of the revelation he is spitting now. Now, a lot of people that have known Christ have not even done what Kanye West just discovered in less than a month. Do you understand? So I feel like that is a slap. That is a huge slap. Because this is somebody that does not know half of what you know. And yet you have not done all your life, you've not even given attention to the instructions that the Holy Spirit have been giving to you to do some certain things. Now, here is somebody that his relationship with Christ is just possibly came to the public maybe just a few months, and he's already doing it. And you that is supposed to be that is supposed to have been doing it is now singing this one's praise.
You know, one thing, first of all, people will say you are making assumptions based on the fact that
I need to hear you, yeah. And you got to look at the camera once in a while.
People will say that you are making assumptions.
Yeah.
That who says we are not doing it. Then again, as an artist, someone that been gifted with music, you've had the opportunity to reach out to a lot of people. So you've witnessed a lot of things. You've even sat down with some people that have told you this is what God said I should do. This is what I feel I'm going to do. And then the heat of the moment, they are doing something else. So we've had those experiences. But then again, in the middle of this, there's a remnant. And you know, we know there's always a remnant. Elijah learned that hard lesson. He said, he told God, I'm the last. And God told him, no, 7,000 people, was it 7,000, 5,000, one of them, that their knees have not bowed. You know, so most times we should always know. So we're not making assumptions here. This is the last days, the revelations. The Bible made it clear what we are going to see. People have a form of godliness but deny the power thereof. So we need to look beyond the form and look at the power. Now sometimes we misunderstand what that power is. The power it's really talking about is the power of salvation. Perfect example is what Paul went through. Going to Damascus. A change of mind. You have a certain mindset and God changes your mind. It's that change of mind that causes you to believe. There are other things that most of us crave for, which is the healing and all that needs to come out of that well that's inside of you. So first of all, we need to judge. If he says the first thing a wise person should do is begin to watch. Like I've been doing. And I know like you've been doing, a couple of people have been doing. We've been watching. But to hurry and say we want to, because I saw him, I've not seen, I think I watched a part of the videos when Sia, that artist, that lady, came to sing. And I saw them singing and I saw, it was like, you know, music, you know, all that. I never saw Kai always get to say something. Well, there was a time he was coming into a crowd. I think that was in his hometown where he was. And then there was a stage and he was walking. And then the bodyguards wanted to open up the way and all that. He was like, no, watch this. This man said, that's what he said. And he was doing like this and they were moving. And people were shouting at alien. My brother, we live in this age of idols. It has always been like that. People don't know what social media is about. David warned and exhorted his son. Leave thine attention. Give me, attend to my sins. Incline thy ears to my, incline because there's noise, there's distraction. So focus. But today, where's our focus? Have you noticed that people want them to give you attention? They post stuff, they follow. They don't want to know what you're doing. They don't want to know. They want you to follow. We are the light we are meant to lead. But most of us don't know, so we let darkness lead. How do we know it's darkness? The fruits thereof. So we know it's darkness. People say the life that we live, they say we're being judgmental. Look at the Bible. He's a righteous judge. What else is he going to write? The only reason why you don't rejoice in judgment is because maybe your heart is not right with him. Maybe you are not a sheep. Maybe you are not a child. Maybe you are not a son. But there's nothing wrong with God's judgment. If God said this is good and this is bad, it is good. When you live and go through it, you and I have gotten remnants. We've gotten some life-changing testimonies one time, and we ran with it, and we see that because we didn't really take time. Even Pastor Chris has taught this thing. He said, when you, after a message, when you come for programs those times, the IPPC, all that, he will say, go back home, let this thing soak in. Let this thing soak in. When you run out there, just begin to, without, and you just run out there, you will notice that sometimes you don't really know the depth of what you are in, and you can fall out. That became the parable of the sower. That different type of hearts. You don't know the kind of heart you have. What type of heart do you have, first of all? Have you even taken out that time to let this thing sink in? To let it really change the spirit of your mind, your conscience. That is what is conforming to the image of Christ, your conscience. You already have the access to the mind of Christ, because take for example, we are part of his body. This is Christ the head. So we have access. But first of all, we need to conform, our part needs to conform so that we can get the same signals that he's sending. Because there's a good house stroke. The head is sending a signal for this hand to move. It can't move. So some of us are like that. We've not renewed our mind, we've not put our bodies on that. Romans 12:2. We've not presented our body as a living sacrifice, so we're not able to get the signals. So first of all, we know that sometimes people don't take time to get a truth. I've talked about it. Say they get excited and they run with it. And before you know, it's choked up with the cares of this life. My brother, if you have a smartphone and you have a TV in your house and you have everything, you know that there's a temptation. You have a corruptible body, a corruptible mind. So meaning it can take this, it can take from this. That's why I think it was found in the devil. You know, so we can't get corrupt. So the truth is, first of all, we need to know, you need to be sure, and need to know that first of all, when you get something, you understand what is it you have gotten before you run with it. So my issue with most of people with this is, why are they in a hurry to go out, to get out, first of all? They also, why are we in a hurry? I can't question that. God could have given me instruction. For the very day he was saved, for the very day Paul was saved, so days later, God was already talking to him that somebody was going to lay, and now is coming to lay hands on him. So who are you to judge that he's too quick? Then again, you are the one that have been warned in the Bible that be quick to hear but slow to speak. So then again, some people say, what's my definition of slow? What's the definition of quick? But my own is, what is the fruit so far? From what I saw him say, this is my city. A real child of God understands that he's a steward. He doesn't own nothing. But then again, this man, it's possible he has gotten an encounter with God. And then his mind is still being renewed. So we can't judge him based on the errors. But we look at the fruits that's coming out of this thing. So it takes a lot of work for you to judge something like this. People like us that have, praise God, we have people that listen to our music all around the world.
Yeah.
We can afford to know somebody that can even get there and listen to this guy and know what he's about. Do you understand? Somebody who I follow that America, my people that are in America are not in the cities that he's in. Marcus Rogers was supposed to be in one of his meetings, but wasn't there. So we really can't really judge. But then again, that hurry to put out there is a result of idolatry. A lot of us have idols. But we don't know. In fact, it's glaring. We can't be inexcusable. Because see, American idol, they want to lift somebody up like Christ was lifted up. The devil always copies.
The devil always copies.
He's copying the Father. He's copying God, the person that made him. He has nothing else to copy. God is the Father of light. And if the angel, if the Bible says he appears like an angel of light, that means that's who is copying God. So if God lifted up somebody, Bible says as the serpent was lifted, the great serpent was lifted up, and look, that's how Christ was lifted up. That's what's happening. So he's lifting up people so that we can look. He knows that's what man always craves to have a man. That's why when the Israelites said, oh, we want to be like the Gentiles that have kings. We don't want kings anymore. We don't want you as king. We want king. God warned them. This guy is going to take your wives. He's going to take your daughter. He's going to take your land. He's going to do. They say we want it. And then since then on, they cried out, but it was too late. The order had been set. And tomorrow we have kings. So first of all, people don't even know why they're doing what they're doing. Why is it that maybe you and I or someone else that maybe has like 1,000 followers, 500 followers, will do something and we will not share it? And then you are able to.
You need to look at the camera.
No, and we'll share it. And we know we've judged these fruits. We've had the opportunity to meet people that have been blessed by this fruit, judge these fruits. And then somebody else does something that we've not even vetted it. Because we can't be able to compete and say our own was better than his own. Let's even leave that. We have not even vetted it and then you quickly share. Because we are in this move of, people. This guy is famous. He has 1 million followers. He has 17 million followers. So he must be legit. People don't know the power of energy. Look, my brother, look around. Every great person has young power.
Yeah.
Energy. The Bible says, don't give your strength to your neighbor. What are you giving? Your energy, your attention. Human beings you are made in God's likeness. God's word is seed. It's what fertilized labor. It's like a sperm. It's beyond just your sperm. Your energy is inside there. And also your attention. A woman takes more than just your sperm. She takes your attention. That's why you need to be sure that she's a flesh of your flesh. And when you get into marriage, you give it all. So energy. So people don't know that what you are doing online, it may be social media to you, but it's energy. You are giving energy and you are receiving energy. Now one question, what version are you receiving? What do they represent? So most times when I go on places, I go on some pages, and I see some kind of people following some kind of people. And I'm like, okay. And these same people will unfollow you. And unfollow these people. And these same people will be able to make defenses for these people when something is wrong. So no, because truth that they like what that person has. But most times they won't make defense for you. They crucify you. My brother, it all boils down to this number one thing. The gospel we believed in the beginning.
The gospel we believed in the beginning.
I will ask people, I always ask people this, when last did you hear having food and clothing in content? When last did you hear godliness and contentment is great gain? When last did you hear if anybody must come to me, he must deny himself and take up his cross? Suffering. When last did you hear that? People today are in suffering. You and I have no one suffering as long as I. And it says, let patience have his work. You know what? We read to the kind of things that you'll be like, what is going on? But when you come out, brother, you are refined. So then again, this is how we don't know what to judge. Because when people come, the Bible always warns. They warn that the Antichrist is already in the world. If they warned years ago, Bible time, imagine what he's doing right now. He's in there. and he's twisted. You hear the gospels today, you listen to the gospel, you're like, you are checking, like, this thing doesn't make sense. Push out. Woo! Don't forget, we live in a time people guys say they will not be able to endure sound doctrine. They will have itchy ears. They're already looking for something. So whoever has it, they follow. People basically don't follow people based on like Bible says, if anybody loves not the Lord, let him turn away from them. That's what the Bible says. If any love not the Lord, turn away from them. He even talks about a repentant person. He said, first of all, go and meet him if he offends you. He said, if he repents, you are being the brother. If he doesn't, he said, go and take a witness. He said, if he doesn't take it to church. He said, if he refuses, he said, let him be a publican. Today, we follow the publicans who are singing their praise. This guy had made it clear and said, I will not, I will live and die young and go to hell, die screaming, you know. I will say, I'm following them. You say, I want to go and give you an opportunity to minister to you. Okay, there are many ways you can do that. There are people that have their audience, they support them. Stop letting your ambition and your greed, you know. Because my brother, let me say, if you are taking it to fetch with much, our fellow brothers here, I'm not to call names, our fellow people, secular people that are here, have you tried to reach out to them first? You know that you can go to African Shine and meet. Or you can go to Industry Night and meet. You want to meet the one in America.
Or maybe I think, sorry to cut you.
No,
I think in in this case, right, there was a tweet I put out, was it 2 days ago? I said, and I think I posted it on Instagram too. I said, Christians are always afraid to take up every opportunity that they come across. Why? Because they are considering what people will say. Now, it brings me to this. I had a conversation with a prominent person one time, and I was telling the person how I went to some places to preach. And the person was like, is that the only place to go and preach? Why will you go there? What did you go there to look for? Do you understand?
Prominent person.
Do you understand?
He said your pastor sent you there. That's what he said.
Do you understand? So
that's why the fruits and everything.
So you, okay, the same man is praying for you that, oh, what God has given you will take you around the world, will take you this, will take you far, people will celebrate you. Then when it is time to go around the world, he's having issues with you.
You know what I was saying to that? We are letting our experience judge. Maybe in time past, we've seen people that have come to say, oh, God has told me to do this. God has told me to go out there into the world. God has told me to go out there into the clubs. God has told me to go, and these people have lost. First person. Second person came, we said, okay, let's still have belief in this person. And then the person goes. So the next time somebody comes, we're going to use our experience to judge. And say, no, we've had experience in time past. The person feels this is why the Bible says only God is good. That's your love when you care for this person, try to do this person back. It's not good. Only God is good. Hear God. Find a way to hear God. There are different ways he speaks. Sometimes he speaks express, sometimes he studies scripture. Sometimes he speaks in the mouth of 30 witnesses. Someone says something, someone else comes and says something. Two people are. There are many ways God speaks. But then again, the problem now is people are, the reason why they are scared is experiences. I'll give you a very unique experience. I thought of what when I was coming here. I said, the Holy Spirit knew I was going to use it. God had told the Israelites to stay away from the Philistines. Way back then, during the Judges. But the Bible made it clear that he put the desire for a Philistine woman inside Samson so that he can use that desire to destroy him. Can the man of God judge that scripture? And by any kind of scrolls that have been written there or by experience based on his forefathers. Who before that time has done something like that? Has God spoken like that? God does things. His thoughts are not our ways. His ways are not our ways. We are conforming to it. But one thing he has given us to know is that he has given us the Spirit. The Bible says no man knows the things that be of man, except the Spirit. The same way no man knows the things of God, except the Spirit. That's why he has given us the Spirit. So we can have that. So that's why most times you know something, but you can't really explain it with your mind. You can't really say it expressly, but you know it. So you see, we have what we have right now. So we have people. Look at the criteria to ordain. It's clear. How many of us follow those criteria today? Today, somebody's very resourceful and very available and very rich. He's made a pastor, he's made a deacon today. So when you have a leader that doesn't have the criteria for that, how is he going to be able to hear God, to have that witness when you come to him with that your desire? And some of them, you now know this is even beyond. Sometimes it even goes more beyond saying, because the fruits are clear. You are seeing the fruits, you are seeing the person, but then you are still like this. No. Most times it's all about our ego. It is going to be like, oh, all my advices way back then was wrong. So people will now say, so I was wrong then. So no, I must hold on to this thing I've said. This guy cannot be right, he cannot come out and he was right. That's what he did to Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ came and changed, they were like, oh, so if we accept this man, how did they were thinking that? So they will now say, well, I've all been doing nonsense. But if they had read the scripture, they would have known that the order had changed.
It has changed.
So it has nothing to do with they were doing nonsense. All they have to do is just know that he has changed. He was God that set the order. My brother, God will keep doing new and new things. One thing God told me this period, the generation of children that are coming, I'm expecting my son. Miracle. From their wombs, they will do miracles. I will share testimonies. From their wombs, they do miracles. So when they come out, they begin to do strange things. Those kind of things that Elisha did. Throw branch, accent flow. They will do it. Mark my words, they will do it. Why? Because we are living in a very rebellious times, very unbelieving times. And what did Paul say in 1 Corinthians 14? Tongues are for the signs for all. Unbelievers need signs. So that they will be what? Inexcusable. What the Bible says? The Bible says the word of God will preach for a week so that nobody will say. It will preach all sorts of ways. So my brother, most times this is the leader that you are listening to most times. This is why at the end of the day, my brother, Paul said, when I was spoken to, I consulted not with flesh and blood. He went to Arabia first of all. Took more time to hear from God. Took more time that he was there preaching. He didn't consult. When he came back, first of all, Barnabas took him, he went to see Peter. He said he didn't see the rest. It was 14 years later he came back to see only John, James, and Peter. That man had that inner witness, and God backed his inner witness. My brother, in this life, my brother, the Bible made it clear that those are in the flesh will always fight those are in the spirit. He said, so it has been, so it will always be. You saw what Esau was doing with Jacob. It's always like that. That's how it is today, my brother. Some people, the people that are fighting spiritual people today, in fact, the people that are claiming to be spiritual and fighting are the people that are not spiritual.
And you think this set of people are in church?
They are leaders, brother. You and I have witnessed these people. But we are not. You see, it's a system that has gone to the world. It's beyond the people.
When it is beyond the people.
When you are hot, you think it's about the person. But when you take out time to now look back, you can see this is a system. And those that refuse to do what it was to do, put this body, multiply this in the flesh, vitalize your mental abilities, renew your mind. You will flow with this system automatically, no matter who you are. Bishop, Pope, whatever you are, you will flow. Nobody is that strong. That's what the Bible says. We are nothing of ourselves. It is only in Christ. This finger can't do anything. So he said this prayer, he said it. You think you're lying? Cut it off. No matter when you cut it off. It gyrates in ways that never gyrated in his life before. It looks like he's alive. But give it a while. It dies. That's how most of us are. When we think we can burn out. And it's even grace that you burn out. It means God has not given you up. If He gives you up, then you are burning with strange fire. A lot of idols today are fully burning with strange fire. And they burn up until they are used, and next thing you hear that they are overdosed in the hotel, something happened and they are gone. And even when they are crying out, okay, I'll give you an example. At least he's still alive, we can talk about that. When we was singing, she lay me down, heaven hears me, I'm lost without him. After she was singing that, when Arakeni says, oh, I'm seeking to rise no more. What was he saying? The more you sing about your pain, the more it's a hit. Look at the lead singer of Linkin Park. They released this one is not about gossiping. They released a press release, this group, that this guy has been fighting his demons for years. And he has been shutting out hits. And the label was making money. They were taking advantage of this guy. And when he died, they say, oh, he's dead now. Somebody that should have been taking off the stage, proper help. But because his demons was. So my brother, man, people are burning with strange fire, and then people that are as wise as serpent in this world will not have lessons to lose. They've learned how to take advantage of the system. While you are burning out, they are making money. So you make them rich and you go and you fight the next person. There's an artist now called Edem. I'm saying these things because I pray this thing gets around the world. And anybody that is in touch with that person. I was speaking with Osha the other day, and we were both concerned about this young man. Dude is doing good. He beat Chance the Rapper to, I think, one of his charts. Billboard, one of them. He beat Chance the Rapper to his album and everything. 3 straight albums he has released, all depression. He's so good at it. This guy, if I can play, maybe after this interview, I'll play his song. The guy is so good. What are we waiting for? When he dies, now all will say, oh, this guy is supposed to be a gospel artist. My brother, this life that we have is an overcoming life, not a suffering life.
It's an overcoming life.
Not a struggling life.
Not a struggling life.
It's an overcoming life, not a struggling life. We will suffer tribulation, like Jesus Christ said. So you are trying to live, but you will overcome. It's not a life that you talk about this thing, Where is the power of salvation? That's what the Bible says. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such, turn away. But no, we like what they have. We like the 5 million followers. We like the fact that each time when we do their covers, people like our post. When we sing spiritual song, when we sing soul true song, when we sing true sound song, and people will be like, maybe we now see another person, that person's shopping. Like, so we know what we know what we want. You can't lie to yourself. You gravitate. It's like the leader we have to do. That's our leader. We reflect who we are. That's what we need right now. When our hearts begin to change, we'll get the kind of leader that we need. God is involved in everything that goes up and comes down.
Yeah.
If he thinks he's not involved, then let him just say it in mouth that I am here, I made myself. You know this nation have lost plenty people. We don't know, nobody can. But we know, even the Bible is clear that God lifts up, he said, and God puts down. That was after he made the Nebuchadnezzar turn into a beast for years. He told him, so you can know. I put up, I bring down. You see? You know, so my brother, the thing is that most of us, we need to check and find out. Is it that we love God or we got enticed? This world is a very enticing place. It's a very enticing place.
Guys.
It's a very enticing place. There's so
Guys. Oh my God.
very enticing place.
There is so much.
You go out as an artist, West Africa, you're singing. Ladies are willing to give themselves wherever you go. They're willing to give themselves to you. See, this one you are really telling a quoting scripture that
Okay.
you're able to hold yourself.
Okay, now. That brings me to this question. Do you think it's because it is entertainment or no? Should I use the word entertainment? I don't like really using the word entertainment when it comes to, you know,
I agree with you.
gospel music. I don't like using the word entertainment.
Paul said, let everything be done unto edification. Not
Edification. Yeah, not entertainment. So, what I'm saying is, this is what I want to ask you. Why does it have to do with the person? Why is it that music ministers, when it has to do with music, why is it that they are victims to I don't know how to put it, but you know what I'm talking about. Why are they victims to all these occurrences, especially women? And I'm talking about especially the male music ministers.
Basically, it's because we are not watching. We pray. We can't say music ministers. We pray. But we are not watching.
Everybody pray.
But we are not watching. That's the thing. That's it. Most of us are not prepared for what we go into. See,
Most of us are not prepared for what we go into.
I think we are more concentrated on the glamour.
Yeah.
Talent is, you see, music is powerful. At one point, when the Bible seemed to be talking about the anointed cherub, and we can know it was the devil because the anointed cherub was a title that he had. You know, and people don't understand what it means by the cherub, cherub. So it talks about someone that flanks. Like the cherubs are inside the Ark of the Covenant, that flanks God above where the mercy sits, where that whole thing. You know, Bible study people and theologians, they know what I'm talking about. You know, so most times when the Bible says all pipes and all that talks about, some people believe that he had a lot to do with music. We have seen the power of music over time. We saw the power of music, how it made Saul calm, and then the demon left him, and that was kind of music that David played because he was anointed. We've seen the power of anointing. We've seen the kind of the thing that, because music is a gift from God, and every gift that you exercise through your veins, through your body from God, it changes you. You see your skin, it changes you. Look at an artist here and here. Every kind of gift from God that flows through you, beyond artistry, even beyond music. There's something about music because it puts you in the spotlight. It's glorious. Any gifts that put you in the spotlight, there are gifts of the body that the Bible talks about the uncomely parts, they are covered, but they are giving more attention. Music is not like that. Music is out there. When you're out there like that, you're targeted. Because the Bible says, strike the shepherd. Now we know God is a good shepherd. But don't forget, we are one with him also. So you at some point, like Jesus Christ told Peter, feed my sheep. Some of us have people that God has entrusted with us to us to feed. Like Paul had Timothy, he had Philemon, he had Titus. And they grew to be fellow, at some point they called them fellow laborers. It wasn't a matter of putting them down. No. The problem we have today is that they feed them, want to put them down, they never rise. No, Paul wasn't like that. Even the people he called sons, at some point he called them fellow laborers. He wrote letters with them.
And but to chip in something, and I think the apostles were never like that. And we have a lot of people that are like that now.
You know, if we want to go there right now,
they just want to put you down.
That's why I chip that. And they do that. So when you see the way it is, and when you're out there, so you can tell that he was feeding like a shepherd. Do you understand? All of us have that capacity, and it's a privilege. It's not for you to look down on anybody when you have a capacity to feed someone. And when you are doing that, you have to understand that thing follows. The devil knows as he strikes, it will affect the sheep. So he always wants to strike the person that is.
Sorry. But I need to get this off my chest. And I want you to just, it's a yes or no answer. Do you understand? Why do people put people down? Options, fear, greed, wickedness.
My brother, all of the above.
All of the above.
And more. Jesus Christ made it clear. He said, I am a king. He said, but look at how I'm among you. He said, yes, this is I asked him. He said, who is the greatest? He that sits at the table, he that serves. He said, he that sits. He said, but I'm among you as one that serves. He said, don't be like the world. He said, the greatest of you must be the least. That's what he said. The first must be the last. He said, they use up. He said, but don't be like that. Look at you and worship. He showed us the example. But somewhere along the line, the way the world does that, use up. So it's because we are carnal, that's why we do that. So it's all that and more, my brother, involved. Sometimes they even want to put you on that because they love you. They have this human love. So they want you to themselves.
Human love is few.
They want you to themselves, so they do that. And human love, we already know the love that is what it is agape, charity.
Yeah.
It's one that is selfless. But the one we have, it is. So most times for a lot of it, my brother, but what that is because we are carnal. Without looking at the world, we have been influenced by it. So that's why the devil does that. So most people don't know that when you have that talent, the more you are given, the more it's required. When people know that you have that talent, you get, and you are a target. Look at what music has done. Look at the people that inspired us. The great Michael Jackson. You can't lie. He inspired everybody. But look at how his life went. Many artists, you will always be a talent. Michael Jackson one time stood and had an interview and said, he had a very huge percentage of Sonny. He said, this is my last album with Sonny. And everything he said didn't come to pass. He died before they came to pass. He didn't know what he was dealing with. The system of this world, that the devil, don't forget what Jesus Christ said. When he was talking to him, he said, get behind me. When he was rebuking the devil, speaking to Peter, he said, thou savor the things that be of men, that things that be of God. That's why the world will always sell to you things that will appease to his flesh. That's all they have to offer. He knows it always works. It works in the beginning, still working to tomorrow. So most times we're not prepared. Most of us, we have not come.
What about those that are prepared, and they are doing it, and they are enjoying it?
If you are doing
are
that,
we calling that an addiction?
My brother, the Bible says there are things that the Bible says you do. See, my brother.
Oh God!
I once spent the night in your room.
Yeah.
With a lady. Out of love you guys have for me. you, Dario. I don't know how Bobo was there. You guys even wanted to give me the room, and I said no. You guys be there. My brother, even what I was doing then, I would not do it ever in my life because I didn't even know that you're supposed to free you through. My brother, no. I'm so pastors staying in houses where there are 5 ladies there. But today, when you're seeing rape cases, today I've never taken a stand. I don't know. It's an allegation. But there's an opportunity for them to accuse you. Why do you think Joseph ran away? He ran away. Flee every appearance of you, flee full lost. The problem that we have in this age right now, my brother, we entertain youthful lust. You are not following the instruction, you are going to die. God is glorified in your falling, you know why? Because you glorified his word. He has said it. That if you don't flee appearance of evil, if you walk, how do I put it? How do I put it? If I say, bless his man, I'm walking out to counsel of God, you stand in the way of sin, and you say, this is God's prophet. If you don't flee, still he has told you to flee, and his word comes to pass, what he wants comes to pass, he's glorified, his word came to pass. Don't you know that God puts his word before his name? People don't know that even your situation is glorified. But how can you be glorified with him? Being broken and contrite. Going to God and say, well, what you said is true. You warned me about this thing, I didn't listen.
Yeah.
I thought I was wise, I did it this way, this thing happened.
Yeah.
What happened the next month? Did I tell you what happened? And I'll say it was wrong. Didn't we pray together? Did it happen again? Brother, this is the only way we can solve issues like this. Removing the hindrance in our lives. That's what I just did. I put myself in the spotlight. But today we don't want to do that. The Bible says we should be epistles to the head of all. Imagine if we never saw the bad side of David, Abraham, all this is just dead, maybe. How will we be able to survive, my brother? When we make mistakes, we'll feel like the wood has finished. So today you read the errors of these people and I will find them. And you want to hide your own. And you want to. That's why I love marriages can't work today. They tell you, our marriage, we've never had a quarrel. We've never raised voice against one. Brother, I'm married though. When my child goes to accountability, I'm going to write a book. God gives me life. And in that book, we will pull down strongholds and cast down imagination. But there are a lot of things that are not right that he told us. So my brother, this is how it happens. You have to admit, confess your fault one to another, pray for one another, and what will happen? You need to confess. That day I told you everything that happened. I did it. I could have kept quiet. Who will know? In the morning you didn't know anything. Everyone was sleeping. Sharp guy. We are sharp. But then again, the problem is that most times we use our intelligence for other things. We are sharp. Look at it all around the world. Nigerians are sharp doing things. Everywhere.
The sharpness is affecting people.
But then again, you have to understand, that's why the Bible says the law of Christ constrains.
Constraints.
So that we are constrained in the will, in that narrow path. So my brother, man, I am not ashamed of my past. I'm grateful. Most importantly, because God helped me overcome. It's the problem that we can't talk about past mistakes is that we live a struggle. If I will come in life,
You talk about it.
it will be a light affliction. You can understand what Paul was talking about.
Yes.
It will be a light affliction. Because you will see that you will be going through more. And God can bring you out.
Guys, I need to stop him right there. Man. You know, one thing that happens to me when I have these conversations with people is it's like there's just this newness. Like I'm refreshed again.
That's the word.
I'm
Refreshing.
renewed.
You see, so they use this brand. What's this brand say? Refreshing. We are the refreshing in this world.
We are the refreshment.
We are the water. We are the light. We are the salt. We are not. This is just for.
So guys, you've heard it. You've heard it. I'm going to bring. I know you enjoyed him. I'm going to bring him up again.
Not that you in their mind, know that they enjoy.
No, they enjoyed. They enjoyed. No, but no. Definitely, you touched every angle. He took them. They will get angry. Of course, you get a lot of bastardizing from this. But
you have spoken to me in time past before. You know that I've been. This is good.
yeah,
You've heard me before.
Yeah.
I've been hurt. I've been
Yeah.
bitter.
Yeah.
But this is me coming to understand. Understanding brings peace, my brother.
it brings peace. It brings peace. And when you are able to understand that, man, everybody also have something to bring to the table.
Table.
So you just
By
just
that
get
which
from
every
there.
joint supplies.
So Toju, It's been great having you
Always.
on
Always,
this episode
man.
of Conversation of the Righteous. Guys,
Always.
thank you so much. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe right there. The next episode is going to be bomb. And trust me, guys, God, by God's strength and by God's speed, will keep bringing to you amazing episodes of Conversations of the Righteous. So, from me, Toju, I say peace out. And from Toju, formerly known as Choice, come to think of it, why did you change Choice?
When next you have talk about
Ah!
when next I will talk about that. It's really something we need to talk about.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I love you guys. God bless you. Peace out. Pops. Oh boy.
Dude.
Whoa.